Analyzing ancient ice under a microscope is like peering into the past, as ice cores can reveal historical information from the air and water of bygone eras. An unexpected discovery was made when scientists examined old ice from Mount Kilimanjaro. Within these ice cores were fragments that could potentially support a well-known Bible passage, challenging our understanding of the Holy Book. Ice cores are typically extracted by drilling into glaciers and ice sheets, retrieving samples that have been preserved for as long as 800,000 years. Each layer of ice serves as a historical record, storing information about past climates and atmospheric conditions. In some cases, these ice cores provide insights into human history, even suggesting links to biblical stories. Mount Kilimanjaro, located in Tanzania's Kilimanjaro National Park, is Africa's tallest peak and the highest freestanding mountain globally. Despite its tropical location, Kilimanjaro features snow cover and glaciers due to its high altitude. However, these ice reserves have been shrinking over the years, largely attributed to climate change and deforestation. In 2000, scientists led by geologist Lonnie Thompson conducted an expedition to Kilimanjaro, drilling 6 ice cores to study climate change impacts. During their analysis, they made a remarkable discovery. These ice cores provided evidence of historical droughts in Africa, including one dating back 8,300 years. Notably, a drought approximately 4,000 years ago appeared to align with the biblical story of Joseph, recounted in the book of Genesis. Joseph, the 11th son of Jacob, received a coat of many colors, causing envy among his brothers. His ability to interpret dreams and his own dreams led to a complicated rivalry within the family. The ice core findings suggested a correlation with this biblical narrative, raising intriguing questions about historical events and their connections to climate patterns. This unexpected link between ice core data and biblical stories underscores the multifaceted nature of scientific research and its potential to shed light on both natural and historical phenomena. The Bible recounts a story where Joseph, one of Jacob's sons, faced adversity due to his brother's envy. They initially planned to murder him, but ended up selling him into slavery to a group of traders heading to Egypt. To deceive their father, they smeared Joseph's coat with goat's blood, making it appear as though he had died. In Egypt, Joseph became a house slave to Potiphar, an Egyptian of wealth. However, he was thrown into prison after rejecting advances from Potiphar's wife, who falsely accused him of rape. While in prison, Joseph displayed his talent for interpreting dreams, assisting 2 fellow inmates, an Egyptian pharaoh's chief baker and cupbearer, with their dream interpretations. These interpretations ultimately came true, with the cupbearer being restored to his position and the baker meeting his demise. Years later, Pharaoh himself had a puzzling dream about 7 emaciated cattle devouring 7 well-fed cows and 7 withered ears of corn consuming 7 healthy ones. Unable to decipher the dream, Pharaoh's restored cupbearer recalled Joseph's dream interpretation skills. Joseph explained that Egypt would experience 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine, earning him Pharaoh's favor. Joseph's plan involved storing abundant grain during the good years, which helped Egypt survive the predicted drought and famine. This period of drought aligns with the findings from ice cores, which indicated a drought dating back 4,000 years and lasting for approximately 3 centuries. This scientific data supports the biblical account of Joseph's prophecy. While not everyone interprets the Old Testament as literal history, these discoveries suggest that factual elements may be intertwined with its stories. The ice core findings corroborate the notion of a drought in Egypt, adding depth to the tale of Joseph's prophetic abilities. In a separate archaeological discovery, experts in Jerusalem's Mount Zion found evidence that supports biblical accounts of the city's history. The western hill of Jerusalem, known as Mount Zion, is believed to be the site where King David established his palace and where later events unfolded according to the Bible. Jerusalem, with its rich history, remains a subject of archaeological exploration, aiming to unravel the distinctions between legend and reality in biblical narratives. Furthermore, this historic city, situated at the center of the ongoing Middle East conflict, is pivotal to both Christianity and Islam. The struggle for sovereignty over Jerusalem has muddled the region's historical accounts. Over the years, 3 sites have been identified as Mount Zion, with the Western Hill being a prominent candidate. While Temple Mount has been off-limits to archaeologists, the Western and Lower Eastern Hills have seen extensive excavations. The University of North Carolina at Charlotte, UNCC, initiated the Mount Zion Archaeological Project in 2007, marking the first such endeavor by an institution outside of Israel. Each summer season since has unearthed captivating discoveries. In 2016, an ancient coin dating back to 56 AD, featuring Emperor Nero's face, was found, suggesting Roman presence in Jerusalem before their conquest of the city. Another significant discovery in 2019 was an intricately crafted piece of jewelry, possibly dating back to 1700 years before the First Crusade. This gold and silver earring, with a bell-like upper section and a lower part resembling a bunch of grapes, showcases exceptional craftsmanship, found alongside arrowheads, household items, and deposits of ash. The artifact provides crucial insight into Jerusalem's history. Archaeologists believe it substantiates the city's affluence before the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar II's siege in 586 BC, an event recorded in the Bible. The artifacts suggest a larger, thriving city during that period, debunking the notion of Jerusalem as an isolated village. The jewelry's preservation is remarkable, as valuables like this were typically melted down by attackers. Arrowheads of Scythian origin, discovered at the site, further indicate Babylonian involvement during the siege. These findings have sparked debate between minimalists, who demand independent evidence, and maximalists, who use archaeology to corroborate biblical accounts. The artifacts and layers of ash provide compelling evidence supporting the maximalist perspective, bolstering the historical narrative found in the Bible. The discoveries paint a vivid picture of the violence and devastation that occurred during the siege of Jerusalem. Despite its turbulent history, Jerusalem's archaeological discoveries continue to bridge gaps and offer a broader perspective on the city's rich past. The Mount Zion Excavation Project not only unearths historical treasures, but also brings together students from diverse backgrounds to appreciate archaeology and the city's complex history. Subscribe and press the bell icon for regular updates.